Hey guys, welcome in. Trying to figure out my sound. It doesn't look like I have any sound from the game currently, so trying to get that fixed. Let's see if I can do something that makes sound here to see if it picks it up here. Yeah, there we go. So what I've been working on is, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but let me show you what I'm doing here, or at least kind of doing. So I had started a league in Madden 08. And I like Madden 08's gameplay. Probably more so than any of the current Maddens, right? Anywhere from 19 to 22. And maybe even older than that. But visually, it's not even close. Like the Maddens nowadays are they just look phenomenal as far as graphics go. So what I'm trying to do, we have to check that out. What I'm trying to do is move this league over. Well, a version of this league, because I have changed some of the teams. Let me show you what I mean here. So Vegas and St. Louis I still have, and these are on my YouTube channel if anybody wants to go check them out. But I'm trying to get this moved over to Madden 20. And I've got the graphics done, so I thought I'd go through the teams today and show you what all the uniforms look like. Now if I scroll down through here, I can say these guys are there, these guys are there, these guys are there, but I think Kentucky is something else. I think it might be Grand Rapids or something. These two are not there. They've been replaced. These two have been replaced. These two are there, but Ohio is something else, and it's changed color schemes a little bit. I think the brown is now maroon. She Devils are not there. Kansas. Alcatraz is. Honolulu is not there. Anchorage is. Phoenix is not there. Myrtle Beach is, and it's been corrected on the spelling, or at least it will be. Newark is Nashville, I think, now, but same scheme. Nashville Nukes. San Quentin is there. The Mammoths, Montreal is not there. Portland's not there. The Luck is there. Quake is not. Both of those are there. The Knights are there, but they're a different color scheme and a different logo. The Rockers are not there. Those two are there. And those two are there. So what I'm trying to do is get this moved over. And I don't know if you heard the rosters there at the beginning, but it's all either highly rated current players or legend players. So like Dick Butkus would be in here, Walter Payton would be in here. You can see Reed's there. Favre is the quarterback. So it's gonna all be all, and that's why I call it the Legends Sim League, because I wanna do a fantasy draft. I'm hoping to be able to do legend coaches as well. And to show you what I mean there, I can actually move over to here. And this is just to help me when I was setting everything up, getting everything in order. So here's the actual teams that are in. And if I come over here to the tabs for the team, you can see Bum Phillips, Mike Shanahan. So I'm hoping to be able to do a likeness for all of those coaches for all 32 teams when I set the franchise up. I do have a franchise set up only so that I can see the changes that I've made graphically. and the team names and stadium names and all that kind of thing. But you can see here John Elway, Arian Foster, Ricky Williams. So it's all. So there are a few current players like Christian McCaffrey's in here, Derrick Henry's in here, but for the most part it's all legend players: Tony Dorsett, Joe Montana, that kind of thing. And I'm hoping to get that moved over to Madden 20. Doyley Jr., what are you talking about? Well, I mean, it could be him being Sire Jr. What do you mean? What's he doing? Thanks for stopping by the way, Fox. So all the spreadsheets. Yeah, I'm big into spreadsheets. I don't. Did you not ever see my horse racing game that I did in Excel? Maybe I'll show you that at the end if you're still around. So I wanted to go through the teams and show everybody graphically what the uniforms look like. It's not quite complete yet. I'm about 8 teams in on doing the rosters, and I'm trying to make them look like themselves on the field. So I'm using player football cards to model that after if I can't find. YouTube's got a lot of the old players where people have went through and made them already, so I'm using that to get the likeness in some cases. But the ones that those aren't available for, I go to look at their football card and use that to try to make it look like them. I use football database or football reference to get all the heights and weights and all that stuff, and also to determine what number they'll be wearing. Usually I go with whatever's most predominant in their pictures, and or whatever somebody else used if I have something to go off of there. So I wanted to come through and show you guys all the uniforms, and of course, if you guys want to make comments and suggest, tweaks or whatever to the unis, I'm all for that. Certainly we'll check those comments out and possibly implement them. I might even just do it off stream to see what it looks like, and if I like it better, then I might keep it. But certainly welcome to those suggestions. But I just wanted to go through the teams and show you graphically what they look like. So if we come in here to the first one, and you'll notice down there it says Chicago Bears. This is in exhibition mode because I can't see the whole uniform without playing a game in franchise mode. You can see the player wearing the uniform but not the helmet. So I wanted to go through it this way, which on the other side it has the actual, this is Louisville Luck, and it says that on the franchise mode, because that's what the mod actually applies the mod to. The Frosty editor applies the mod to the franchise mode and not to the entire game. So when you go into the AST files, it'll change the logos here, but it won't change the colors. As you can see, the blue and orange still over there, but in franchise mode everything has changed. But if we go in here, we can look at the uniforms, because that does change. So this is the Louisville Luck, and I did a little bit of like gold coins in the stripe of the pants, just to kind of give a gambling feel, like pot of gold kind of thing, gambling. So then they all have 6 uniforms. So you got your home and away, and that's your standard. And then I might do some kind of random spreadsheet, Foxen, to pick what uniforms they're going to wear each game. But I haven't done that yet or thought about it. I may just do like I might just do just a list that has everything, and then something where I just pop the name in of the teams playing and it spits out which uniform for them to wear, so I don't have to actually do a schedule per se. And then so we have the color rush, and the away went with all white there, and then I had a green helmet there, and then a white helmet. Are your alternates, and then we started out with the gold helmets, so they had a lot of options available, so I tried to use those. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. We're just on team 1 here, going through What I'm trying to set up is the Legend Sim League in Madden 20. I'm moving it over from Madden 08 after 3 weeks just for the graphical upgrade. So that's the luck. And then if we move on, we have this will be I believe it's the Memphis Mustangs. And again, it'll say that in the franchise, because that's what the mod actually goes after, is the franchise mode, not necessarily the. But I couldn't figure out how to see the whole uniform with the helmet in the franchise mode, so I'm doing it this way just so you can see the graphics. So that's their base home, and then they're away, and a color rush. I think I gotta get a new controller. It feels like some of these things are sticking here. And then we went to the color rush away, and then we got the home alternates, and the away alternates are the all white. And then we have, this is I believe it's the Hawaii Pegasus. I probably should have kept my Google Sheet up so I could remember the names right. And then we've got the color rush with the bright green, which I might have to think about those, because I think it's a little bit different green, but it's similar to the Night Stalkers, except the gray is black. And I don't think they have any stripes on the pants, but I'll think about that. I might see if I want to change that in some fashion, but maybe not. We'll see. Certainly open to suggestions if you guys have any color palettes that you think would look cool. Now I do have a couple of teams that turned out really good, and this is one of them. I did actually revamp their unis last night, but to make it a little bit closer to what I had in Madden 08 for their scheme, but because I had the top is gray and pants is purple for the home, and I wanted all purple. So there's the away. We went with all white, and then a white helmet with the gray for color rush, and then our alternates, purple top with the gray bottoms, and then white with gray. I just like the way these helmets turned out, especially the silver ones. How they got darker at the bottom. I really liked how those turned out. Alright, so, and that's the San Quentin Convicts. I don't think I said that, so. Here we have the London Wolf Pack. And I tried to use number font and jersey team name fonts and the helmet words as a kind of a font that goes with the scheme of the team. So I tried to do that with them. And then away, the color rush, alternates, and then we have the Las Vegas Aces. We do have 2 aces in this league, but they are different logo-wise and look-wise. So I really like the way these guys turned out as well. I keep toying with the helmet though. Like I have the suits in black going down the stripe of the helmet, and I think I had them on the pants at one time as well. So I took them off the pants. I had taken them off the helmet as well, but I put them back yesterday. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that yet, but and we got the color rush and the alternates. And then we have the Salt Lake City Snipers. Kind of a Jets feel, I think, for these guys. Now that's you can see the numbers shattered. That's a bullet hole, like in glass, is what that helmet is. And then the aways have the actual logo on them. And the homes all have the bullet hole. Alternates. And next we have this is the Alcatraz Inmates. So we went with the full stripes for the home, and then they have the barbed wire stripe in the helmet, and then barbed wire numbers and fonts, and then barbed wire on the socks. And we have the away, and all we did there was switch the helmet to white and the numbers to white, and kept the stripes. And then we have the color rush with all black, and then white and black. And then the way is, again, the white helmet. Home is the black helmet. We got the barbed wire down the pants on these as well. Then we have the Georgia Jacks. These are pretty simple, straightforward. All black there. Whoop, too far. White and black. Color rush with the orange. Color rush away. And then we got the black on orange and the white and orange. I just noticed that the only sleeve number is the color rush. Kind of strange. And the away doesn't have it. I don't mind it. I think I'll leave it. And then we have the little lock. That's slacking work. Which work? What are you talking about? Leesburg Lightning. Got the Lightning helmet, which I also like. And then a lightning in the stripe of the pant. Color rush is the dark blue. And then the alternate. I'll tell you right now, Foxen, this stuff is taking forever, dude. And here we have the Wessex Warriors. They got kind of a tribal pattern in the pant stripe. Kind of a homage to, I guess, maybe the Redskins arrow helmets, or maybe even Florida State to some extent. Just not the color scheme, I suppose. And the alternate is the maroon. Then we have the UK Cannabis. Kind of like the way they turned out as well. I got the leaves in the numbers and the stripes of the helmet and the pants. Pretty simple color scheme, just green and white. But really like the way they turned out. And then switch to a green helmet for the color rush. And then alternate back to white. So like those. Flood, I really like these guys. Their helmets are pretty cool. So they've got the droplet. If you look at the one there, the droplet of waters in the numbers. And there's actually water in the stripe on the shoulders and in the stripe on the pants. It's just a little more difficult to see than I was hoping for. but it is there. But I like the way the helmets turned out. And then we got the color rush. And the dark blue with the white on the away. And that's the Fayetteville Flood. Next we have the New Jersey Night Stalkers. And this is the green I was talking about with the Pegasus. It's not quite the same, but it's close. And then a green helmet for the color rush. And then back to the black. And next we have the Dover Dragons. Really like these helmets as well. And then we got the flame numbers and then the dragon on the pants as well. The away. Color rush. Alternate. And alternate away. Really like the way they turned out, especially the helmet. Next we have the Davenport Demons. And I like these two, but their red helmets for the color rush I just really like the look of them. So we got the devil tail on the one side, and then we got the pitchfork on the other side. And then I like the way the helmets are, but the red ones look really, really good, I think. So that's away. And then the color rush is the red. Really like those helmets. And they look even better, I think, on the field. Color rush away, and then alternates back to the black helmets. Really like the way the Demons turned out. This is the Myrtle Beach Sharks. Pretty simple teal and white. Shark bite numbers and or fonts. The only fonts I didn't manipulate were the names because I wanted them to be legible. And I didn't want to take a chance on the fonts messing all that up. It would be quite a bit to get those fonts to match the numbers and everything too. Just the way that the template was done. Wouldn't be impossible, but it'd be difficult. Next we have the Columbus Commandos. I really like these guys as well. We got the camo going on here. And then the away. And then the color rush. Really like the way they turned out as well. Detroit. Here we got a little bit different look. Kind of did a homage to the old Tampa color scheme, but we did mirror the bone on the helmet. And then we do have the bones going down the sides for the pant stripes and the helmet stripe. But I like the way those helmets turned out as well. The mirrored bone on them. Color rush, alternate. And that was the, did I say their name? That was it's the Dog Pound, but what is I can't remember the city. Then we have the Edmonton Avalanche. Another pretty, put snowflakes on them. So it's kind of hard to come up with something for Avalanche, really. Snowflakes on the numbers. So we got the away, color rush, alternate. Then we have the Knoxville Knights. Well, that stick is, there's something wrong with that thing. It's getting stuck. So away, color rush, it's all black. Black and white with that one. And then we have, now I like the way these guys turned out also. This is the DC Spirit. So you got the stripes on the pants and the stars on the other side. You got the stars and stripes in the numbers. And then the fonts on the helmet. And then I like the stripes being red, white, and blue. Thought they turned out pretty well as well. Oop, we got the away, color rush, away color rush, home alternate, and all white alternate away. Really like the way they turned out. Then we have the Orlando Locos. They are dark blue, gray, and white. We got the home, and we got train tracks going down the pant stripe and the helmet stripe. And then I kind of went with almost a graffiti looking font, just because I thought it went with locomotive, kind of play on words there. All gray color rush. Alternate blue and gray. And blue pants on the alternate away. Actually, is that the same? Well, the socks are different. I don't know, I'm going to have to change one of those possibly. We'll see. Oversight. Then we have the Oklahoma City Slaughter. Kind of a play on the old Oilers colors. So home and away. Color rush is all red. And then blue on the away. I gotta get a new controller. This thing is toast. Then we got the Toronto Canadiens. Pretty simple on them. They only had one helmet available, and they are simply red and white. I did not want to change the socks there. I don't know why it keeps flipping around. I'm not touching the stick. I'm using the direction pad. So, alright, next up we have Topeka Twisters. With the wording, with the same font as the numbers on the pants. And the helmet, of course. So away, color rush, alternate, and back to home. Next we have I believe it's the Grand Rapids Grizzlies. And I like the way these guys turned out as well. I got the scratch numbers and scratch font on the helmet and the jersey, front of the jersey. Got the away, color rush, away, our home alternate and away alternate. Really like that color scheme. Next we have the Tijuana Tortugas. And they have the shell, and they have the Ninja Turtle font, more or less. I was gonna do like a shell font, but I couldn't really find anything that matched like what the pants and shoulders look like. And then we go to Color Rush for the green helmets, which I actually like the green helmets probably better than the orange, to be honest. Away, alternate, away, alternate. Next we have the Anchorage Armageddon. Color Rush. Alternates. Back to your regular home. Next we have the... Well, these guys are... Oh, Atlantic City Aces is who these guys are. And they're just black and red. Well, it's actually not even a black. It's like a really dark gray. Color Rush the red. And the alternates. And then back to the normal. I don't know why this thing is freaking out. Next we have the Des Moines Doom. And away. Color Rush back as to the black. And also the black helmets. And then the alternates back to the mint helmets. Next we have the... I believe this is the last team. This is the Nashville Nukes. And I like the way their satin helmets turned out as well. Color Rush. Away. And then the alternates. And I believe that's it. We'll go back to one. Yeah, that's all of them. So that's what we're working on. We are about 9 teams. I think we got 3 more players to finish the 8th team up for the rosters. And as soon as we get the rosters done, I'm going to look into setting up the league with a fantasy draft, and then once that is set up, I should be able to look into whether or not I can do the coaches, the historic coaches. And then once that is situated, and or if I can't do it, then we'll be ready to go. With the Legends Sim League, it will be all computer controlled with all Legend, well, some current players, but mostly Legend players. And I was also looking at seeing if there was a way for me to manipulate the Pro Bowl uniforms, but I have not found that yet. So we may try to do that if it's possible, if I can find anything on it. Just to make them our own. Probably go with like a black and gold scheme, since they're Legends. Like a gold uniform for home, maybe gold pants for away with a white top. I don't know. We'll see if it's even doable, and then we'll figure it out from there. But anyway, I appreciate you guys checking this out. I do have a similar thing with Super Mega Baseball 3, which is actually 2 different leagues combined to kind of come up with a tiered system for one league. And it is 64 custom baseball teams that I'm hoping to start fairly soon. This is taking up a lot of the time getting all this done. It takes forever to manipulate a roster. I'd say one roster, making them all look like they should and getting the names and heights and weights and numbers and all that right, it takes about 4 hours roughly to do one team if you sat down and just did it straight through. And of course, I most of the time can't do that. I have to do it in pieces. But anyway, I appreciate you guys checking it out. Like I said, if you have any comments or tweaks you think might be needed, or color schemes you didn't see that you like that you might be interested in seeing, certainly make a comment on there, and I might be able to check them out and maybe even get them in the game somewhere. I don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the day. I'm thinking about redoing my golf course playthroughs, because when I noticed watching them back a couple yesterday that they were still, when I had to play for the Red Fast when I actually did them. So I was thinking about redoing all those just to get them on the current form of the game, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet or not. I may. Haven't decided. Anyway, I just wanted to log in and show you guys what I was working on and see if you had any ideas or anything about it. And then if I go over to, I could show you this as well. If I go over to franchise and continue, I didn't load the roster yet, so the rosters won't be any of the new stuff. But here you can see the logos are there. I gotta change that video back there though, possibly. It's got the wrong logo. It's got the old one. It looked too much like SMU before, so I got rid of it. So I may have to fix that. But if I go into each team here, you can see their video is what it should be in the background. If I go to, like, I'm going to go into the game, all the colors are updated and the names of the teams are there. Like I said, I didn't load the rosters though, so this is the actual NFL rosters, which before I do any of it, I will be doing the roster load and then try to do a fantasy draft to kick things off. And this is what I was talking about. I can go to my team to show you guys, but you don't get to see the helmet. You just see the actual uniform on the guy. So that's why I did it through the exhibition mode. But as you can see, all the colors are updated over here for the teams. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. So if I go to whoever, and I go into this game, now all the colors are there. Green and orange, purple and white. So the only thing I don't like is I can't not control a team going into it. I have to wait till I get in the game and then switch it to the super slow sim or whatever it is. I'm not a big fan of that, but it is what it is, I guess. And then I think, yeah, you can see there half shell field when I highlight the game. So all of the stadium names are updated. That's not what I said. This controller is freaking out, dude. So if I come down here, Alpha Field for the London Wolfpack. So yeah, you can see everything's updated on the franchise side, because that's what Frosty Editor does. Anyway, I digress. Let me back out of here, and we're going to go ahead and end the stream there. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Again, feel free to make comments. I'm sure I'll move this over to YouTube if you want to comment there and or watch it again. Or watch it for the first time if you guys came in late or missed it. We might be back with something here shortly. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet, but I appreciate you guys checking this out. Thanks for stopping by, Foxen. Love you, man. We'll talk at you later. Peace.